Hey everybody, I'm here today to tell you about and show you 7 checks to do before doing a U-turn. This will be a very simple driving lesson, and I'll be going over the simple checks that you should always do before doing a U-turn. Now remember, I said before doing a U-turn. You want all of these checks to be done before you do the U-turn so that when you are doing the U-turn, you can be certain that it is safe to proceed. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first check is to check the front of the car. And I don't mean actually look at the hood of your car and the dash or anything like that. I mean look in front of your car. So look directly in front of your car. You want to have a great amount of distance that you can see in front of the car. You should never do a U-turn close to a curve in the road or too close to an intersection where people can be turning and so forth. You want to do a U-turn where you have a lot of space in front of the car, clear vision, no hills, no curves, just clear vision and clear sight in front of the car. That's the first check. The second check is going to be your left side mirror. And in this case, it's my driver's side mirror right here. So you're going to look in your driver's side mirror. That's going to show you all the way down the left side of your car, deep down in the distance behind. And you should also be able to see far behind the car. It's important to be able to see far in front of the car, far behind the car. And I'll summarize this towards the end of the video. The third check that you want to do is your rear view mirror. So you're going from your left side mirror to your rear view mirror. If your rear view mirror is positioned correctly, you should be able to see directly out of your rear windshield. And once again, you want to look directly behind the car through your rear view mirror out into the distance. Make sure that it's safe to proceed with the U-turn before you actually go ahead and do it. The fourth check that you should be doing is your right side mirror, just like this. So I'm looking at my right side mirror right over here. So that's the fourth check, right side mirror. And you'll notice there'll be a little sequence that makes it easy to remember, okay? Moving forward, we have the fifth check that we're going to do, which is the left blind spot. To check your left blind spot, you take your head, point it over your left shoulder, and look out the windows over there. The sixth check that we're going to do is the right blind spot. Take your head, point it over your right shoulder, look out the windows over there. That's the sixth check. Last but not least, the seventh check is to turn your head around completely like this. Now, I know that it kind of seems redundant and repetitive because we already checked the rear view mirror, but there are things that you can see when you turn your head around that you can't see through the rear view mirror, and you can't see them through the rear view mirror perfectly. If you turn your head around like this, you get a clear view out the back of your car and those rear windows. Like right now in this SUV, there are rear windows close to the trunk that I can't see through when I check my blind spots or my mirrors. I have to actually physically turn my head around. So those are the 7 checks. Now let me just go over them quickly so I can show you what to do with your head. It's a very simple left and right motion. Okay, so these are the 7 checks. Number 1 is front. Number 2 is left mirror. Number 3 is rear view mirror. Number 4 is right mirror. Number 5 is left blind spot. 6 is right blind spot. 7 is turn your head around. So it's just like this: front, left, rear, right, left, right, rear. And it's kind of like just a little system that you can do with your head like this to see all the spots. Now, when you're checking before you do a U-turn, you want to be checking in depth. So you want to actually, don't just glance and move, look in depth. Now, when you do a U-turn, you are actually putting yourself in a situation in which it can be easily unsafe, meaning, let's say you're about to do a U-turn. That situation, if you don't do the right checks, can be unsafe really quickly. Now, some people will argue against doing all of these checks. Some people say that only some of these are necessary. Like, for instance, some people might tell you that you only have to check your rear view mirror. You don't have to actually turn your head around. But I like to do all of these checks simply because when you do a U-turn, you are essentially crossing over multiple lanes of different directions of traffic, right? You're crossing over from your direction of traffic to the next, and you need a completely open space. If there's one car in one of those lanes, and you try and turn, you could cause an accident really easily. And I'm not saying this to scare you, I'm just saying this to tell you why I've developed this little 7 check system to do before you do a U-turn. If you do these 7 checks, you'll be putting yourself at an increased chance of being safe throughout the duration of the U-turn. So do these 7 checks before you do a U-turn. Make sure that you have a clear vision in front of your car, behind your car, beside your car, down through the mirrors, everywhere. If you have a clear vision and you can see that it's completely safe to do the U-turn and it's legal to do the U-turn, then proceed. But these 7 checks should be done before doing a U-turn. And that's basically it. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.